everyone, it's Rebecca from DevourDinner.com and welcome to my kitchen. Happy Sunday, everyone. I'm excited to be here and welcome. As always, we're going to take just a few minutes and let people join in, and I'm going to put the link for the recipe that we're doing today in the comments. So, let's see here. When you guys come on, oh, I see some faces popping in. Hello, hello. Here comes the next recipe. Hello, Peggy. Hello, Linda. Hey, Tim, you're back and you were the first comment again. Good job. That's awesome. I love it. Okay, we're starting to see a few. Oh, there's a few more faces. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Ann. Casey, hello. Julie, hello. I love it. You guys, welcome. Happy Sunday. I'm like super excited to be here as always to get to spend the next 45 minutes to an hour with you guys and hanging out. It's become really super fun during this stay-at-home time where we're safe at home to have this to look forward to every Sunday. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I don't know what day of the week it is most times. I hope I'm not the only one. Like, seriously, I don't know anymore. It's crazy what's gone on. So it's great to have you here. Mary Jo is from, it just jumped Mesa, I think is what it said. Hello. Denise from New York. Hello. Jolene from North Dakota. Amy, of course, is from San Antonio. Kathy, hello. Josh from Georgia. Dorothy. Stacy. Kathleen, hello, Kathleen. Georgia says hi from Prescott, Arizona. Where can we get one of your shirts? I love it. Actually, it's funny that you should say this. It's my developer is working on my storefront, which I will have shirts that you can order as well. And we will also be posting, if you guys remember those beautiful cutting boards that my husband and son make, we'll be posting those cutting boards as well as soon as my developer gets that up and going. So look forward to it because I'll be announcing it here on one of the lives. I don't see, there's Gail. Hello, Gail. Okay, welcome to the MultiPot 101 family. Welcome, we love having you. Thank you for being here. Thank you to Gail for all the work that she does in posting links into the 101 group to advertise for me. She's amazing, and we appreciate it. Thank you to Amy, who's also a moderator as part of that group as well, and she's live, and I love it. I believe we're going to have Anna on as well. Anna works with Mealthy. As you guys know, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for a CrispLid. I do have both my Mealthy MultiPot and the MultiPot 2.0 out today because they are the ones who are giving away the CrispLid. But I'm going to get to that giveaway in just a little bit. We're going to get stuff started. You do have to be live to win. So let's get going because I've got a bunch of notes that I wrote. All right, you guys with me? So last week, something new started on my Facebook Lives. And some of you noticed, and some of you probably didn't notice, and it's okay. It's not a big deal, but it's kind of exciting for me. So Facebook has added stars. If you look down at the bottom where you can give like the thumbs up or the smiley faces or put a GIF in the comments or whatever, it also allows you to click a star button. What are stars? Stars are an opportunity for you, if you want, no pressure, to send stars to me. They do cost money, and I earn money off of that. So I want to give shout outs to last week, those of you who sent me stars because it was so cool and so fun, and I want to shout out to those people. So those people are Corey Withers, Peggy Diaz, Sonia Cushier, and Lynn Demings. Those are my 4 stars from last week that were so fun. All the money that is raised from that goes right back into ingredients to do these lives and recipe test. So thank you so much to Corey, Peggy, Sonia, and Lynn. I so appreciate it. It was awesome. So thank you. Another huge shout out this week goes out to Amy. from the Instapot 101 family. Amy posted my Mealthy link with the $10 off coupon code. You guys know that code is Devour Dinner, all caps, one word, on the Mealthy website. It'll get you $10 off. And Amy posted it a ton, and it almost brought me to tears because there were just a number of sales in a short amount of time that really just meant a lot. And I just want Amy to know thank you for doing that, because that was super sweet and super kind. So thank you. Let's see. One more little shout out. Thank you to all of our essential workers who are out there. We love you. We appreciate you. We need you. And the work you're doing is so vital. Please make sure you thank those essential workers when you're going to the grocery stores and you're out and about. There are farmers in the field. There are medical professions. There are police and fire departments and everybody. We're so grateful. And I know we have a number of you who watch who are essential workers. So you get a pat on the back today from me, a big warm hug, because I appreciate you. So thank you so much. Okay, one more and then we're going to dive in. You guys ready? So the U.S. is starting to open up depending upon what state you guys live in. You guys know I'm in Idaho, so we're starting a very small open up process over the next 2 months. But I just want to remind you guys to support your local small businesses. They need it. We've got to get the economy going, and spending even little bits, $5 here and there, makes a huge, huge difference. And today I want to highlight a small business. I'm going to highlight a small business every week just to give a plug and to just expose you guys to a little bit more. And this small business, she has been working her tail off for quite some time. And this last week, she is hosting a Pampered chef party. Now, I do not usually self-promote other Facebook groups within my lives. You guys know that. But on this one, Gail, will you please drop a link to your Pampered Chef virtual party in the comments? Gail is hosting a Pampered Chef virtual party that sales go through Tuesday. If you guys are so inclined, Pampered Chef is awesome. I ordered the little spatulas, which I love, which are perfect for brownies and bar cookies, and they're just a perfect 2-inch width. I love their garlic press, their larger spatulas, their big stones that you bake on. There's so many products that are phenomenal. They'll make excellent Mother's Day gifts. And so I just want to highlight Gail's Pampered Chef Party this week. It is on Facebook, and I'm going to have Gail drop a link if she has not done so already. Bill, will you watch and make sure Gail's link gets dropped? Okay. So those are my shout outs, you guys. Thank you for bearing with me. Those of you who are on right now, oh, we got a ton of you. Welcome. Welcome to everybody who's new. Welcome to everyone who comes back week after week. I love you. I wish I could give you big, warm hugs and just thank you personally, because it just makes my day to have this kind of a party for the next 45 minutes. So thank you. If you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up. Give it a heart. Please do so. It helps Facebook know that it's good content. And so it's fabulous. There it is. I just saw it. This is the group party from Gail. It is in the notes. Please go give that party some love. Just go give it some love. Buy something for Mother's Day, for whether it's yourself or your own mom or your neighbor or something. Go buy something and help that small business out. Okay, let's get started. Today we're going to make some mushroom rice. So if you guys were here last week, one of you, and I can't remember who, asked if I would cook rice in the pressure cooker. So we're going to do a mushroom rice, and then I'm also going to show you how we do a steak bites in the CrispLid. So we're going to do a little bit of both today. Does that sound fun? Like totally fun. Thumbs up. Let's dive in. So for our mushroom rice, what we're going to do is I've got my rice and I've already rinsed it. You want to rinse the rice because the rice gets cloudy and it gets all those starches. So rinse and rinse and rinse and rinse and rinse your rice and drain it out. And I did this way earlier and it clumped up and I've broken it up. So we're all good to go. And I'm just going to pour it in. Now I'm doing a little half batch right now because I don't want a full batch. And then I've got mushrooms. Hey, you guys, you know what I forgot? Let's give you guys that top down that you guys like. I've got mushrooms that I've just diced up. So they're just nice and little pieces of mushroom that we're going to throw in. And I'm going to add in some garlic because you guys know me. I have to do garlic in about everything. And then I'm going to add a little bit of butter because I like butter. And then I'm going to add about 1.5 cups. I don't think I have a measuring cup over here. Yeah, I do. So I've done about 1.25 cups of rice. And if you remember last week, I told you for every cup, I like to do 1.25 cups of liquid. Okay? But I did about 1.25 cups of rice. So I'm going to do a little over 1/4 cup of liquid just to compensate for that. And then I'm going to stir my rice so that the mushrooms and the garlic kind of get spread out a little bit. The butter will melt, and as it melts, it'll kind of go all over, and so it's not a big deal that way. Of course, whenever you're setting your pressure cooker, you want to close that valve in the back. That's that wobbly button, and it is supposed to be wobbly, so don't worry about that. And we're going to set this. So the recipe, when I pulled it up today, it says to cook it for 12 minutes with a 10-minute natural release. I'm actually going to try something and cook it for 9 today. So we're going to say pressure cook. We're going to use the plus and minus keys. And I'm going to do it for 9 minutes. And once we set it, it'll take just a moment. And then it's going to beep at us. The beeping tells us that the pressure cooker has accepted those measurements, those readings, and is going to start processing. So in this case, as you guys well know, what's happening is that bottom element is going to heat up. It's going to heat up that beef broth, which is going to create steam and pressure. As the pressure forms, the pin in the back is going to stand up, and it's going to be sealed off. So we're just going to set this off to the side for a moment. And we're just going to get some of this other stuff out of the way. Now, for our steak, let's see here. I'm going to drop that link again for you guys. And I'm going to drop the mushroom for you again as well. Okay. I love the CrispLid. You guys see me use it all the time. I absolutely love it. What I'm going to do to get it started is I have it set to 400 degrees, and I'm going to turn it on. The reason is I want to warm up the whole area, right? I don't want to put in my cold meat into it cold. I want to warm it up a little bit. So we're just going to turn that on and let that kind of preheat. To make this recipe, I am using a petite sirloin steak. Now, whenever you're using steaks, it's always best to get them out of the fridge for about 15 minutes before you plan on using them, because it lets them come to room temperature. Then you can salt, you can pepper your steaks, and they just tend to cook better if they're at room temperature than if they're ice cold. So super important to keep in mind. If there's any fat trimmings that you want to trim off, feel free to do so. This one's pretty lean, it looks like. So for steak bites, I like to cut them in about 1-inch cubes. And so I am just going to slice this steak in strips. Now, normally when I do this recipe, I'm going to do about 2 pounds of steak. Right here, I'm just going to cut up 1 steak. I cut each of these strips into about 3 pieces, sometimes 4, depending upon the width that we've got going on. And that's all that I do with my steak to get it ready. Then I'm going to set that aside. throw that away. We're gonna get this bowl out and we're gonna mix up the marinade. So for the marinade today, we're doing the honey and balsamic marinade. So in that, oh, hey Bill, will you grab me some olive oil, please? In this marinade, we have some balsamic, we have some soy sauce, some crushed garlic, honey, I grab it. I'm going to scrape out all this honey because we want it all. There's some rosemary in here. Now I have kind of broken up the rosemary. It helps to let out some of those oils inside that are trapped. Gives it a little better flavoring. And then I'm going to add salt and pepper in it as well. And we're also going to add a little bit of olive oil to it. And we're going to mix this up. Now I've mixed up a smaller portion because I just have the one steak over here. And so I've cut this recipe down quite a bit. I like to let this marinate at least an hour, but I also like it clear overnight as well. So I would say minimum an hour. If you can get 4 hours marinating, it's even better. That's like my sweet spot. So we're just going to mix that up. And then we're just going to drop in the steak cubes. All right. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to stir this up and marinate it. Now, you guys know me well enough to know that typically if I'm going to marinate or do much of anything like this, I'm going to put it into a Ziploc baggie. That way I can put all my meat in it, I can throw it in the fridge, and periodically I can shake that bag up and get that marinade all over. And it works excellent. And then at the end you can just throw that bag away and it's perfect. So that's all there is to mixing up and marinating this steak, which I love because it's like literally so darn easy. It's fabulous. Those of you who have been with me long enough, you guys know that the magic of television happens on my studio all the time, right? I don't want to cook those yet because I know how yummy those are going to be if they'll marinate for a while. So I'm going to set these off to the side. And guess what I have? Oops. I've got these steak bites that have been marinating for hours, absolute hours. So let me show you how easy it is to get this up and going. Let's get this out of the way. Now, our CrispLid has heated up that whole area. The CrispLid, when you buy the CrispLid, it will come with this silicone mat, which is where you set it when you set it on the counter. It comes with tongs that have a silicone tip to it. Super nice. It also comes with a basket as well as the tall trivet as well, which is wonderful. Everything that you need for the CrispLid comes in it together. So let's just open this up. I do want to show you guys. Let's bring this to the middle. Whenever you're using your CrispLid, you do not need to have your pressure cooker plugged in. There's no reason for it because the power is going to come from your CrispLid. So that's super important to recognize. I'm going to go ahead and just spray a little bit on the basket that's inside. And I'm going to go top down so you guys can really see what I'm doing. Okay, you can see that basket in there. And then I am just going to take these and I'm going to make a single layer with them. And you can load this up. There is no reason to be chintzy or anything. But I do like to only do a single layer, so I do spread it out. So I want enough of these cooking. Now, a question that I'm sure has probably hit the comments that I have not seen yet is, how do you get the right doneness for your steak, right? That's a timing thing. Today we're going to do this at 400 degrees, and we're going to do it for 4 minutes per side, which will produce about a medium steak bite, okay? So kind of fun that way. Now, before I get this going, I want to start the giveaway. So in order to win, here are the rules. Let me drop them in the link. The rules are, first of all, you must be present to win at the end of my live when I announce the winner, number 1. Number 2, you must be 18 years or older. Number 3, you must live in the continental United States. That is a rule for Mealthy and their shipping policies. You must follow Devour Dinner on Facebook. So if you haven't, please go and follow me because I'm going to check. And to enter, you need to put a comment. What air fryer recipe do you guys want to see on my website? That's it. 18 years or older, live in the continental US, follow Devour Dinner, put in the comments what air frying recipe you'd like to see on my website. That's it. Ready? Go. I'm going to leave this open for probably 15, 20 minutes. Let everybody get their comments in, and then we'll shut it down, and my husband will run everything through a random selection tool to choose the winner, and we will announce it live. Again, you do have to be here present to win. If you're not here live, I will go to the next person in line. So that's our giveaway from Mealthy. Super exciting. Also with that, you guys, I'm going to throw out here, but it's going to get buried, my Mealthy code for their Mealthy products. This code, Devour Dinner, one word, all caps, you can use on the Mealthy website, and you can get $10 off their Insta or their Mealthy MultiPot 2.0. You can get $10 off on the CrispLid. You can get $10 off on either one of their pans, and it works over and over. So if you want the MultiPot 2.0, go and put it in your cart, put Devour Dinner in the promotion area, and check out. Go back in, put the CrispLid in your cart, put my code in the promotion, it'll take another $10 off, and check out. So for going through the process twice, you could get $10 off of both, which is kind of cool. We love that. All right, let's get started. So all you do is, you guys see the CrispLid is not very big. It's not very big at all. This is still a little hot. It's a little taller than a pressure cooker lid, but that's it. It has this nice handle that also has a safety feature in the back that you can't start cooking unless the handle is down. It'll beep and in place. I love that safety feature. The top control panel, you can control the temperature as well as the time. I've set mine for 400 degrees, and we're going to do it for 4 minutes, and I'm going to press the go. And what happens is it lights up. And this is going to circulate kind of like an oven. So this light's going to come on, and it's going to go until that inside cavity reaches that 400 degrees, and then the light's going to go off. And then it'll cycle back on and back off, just like you would see your temperature element inside of your oven. I know a lot of people ask that question, if that's normal or that's supposed to happen, and it is. Perfectly normal, perfectly easy all the way around. So we have this cooking. We have a little bit more time on our rice, and we're good to go for this meal today. And I'm going to jump over and see if I can't scroll up to the top and see what kind of questions we've got so I can say hello to people. Oh my gosh, my husband's going to kill me. You guys are awesome, by the way. Like, I can't even tell you how much I appreciate each of you. I love that you come and participate in these giveaways. They're so fun. That you like my videos, you give me hearts. This week I've gotten a number of emails from some of you just letting me know, just sweet, kind comments that just really, they just make my day. They really do. They're kind of fun when I open up my email and see them. So thank you so much. You guys know who you are. It's awesome. Let's see here. We're going to do some shout outs. Hey, Diane's here. Welcome. Diane's one of my top fans. It's probably my longest running top fan. Welcome, Diane. It's great to see you. Carol Ann, welcome. Janet. Hey, Janet, how are you doing? Teresa. Carolyn. Carolyn says, I want the CrispLid. You guys, listen. Mother's Day's coming up. It's like an awesome Mother's Day gift for yourself. Seriously, just order it. Tell your significant other you got it taken care of. They don't need to buy you a present. Or tell your kids you bought it for yourself and let them all chip into it to make it easy on them. But the CrispLids are so fun. I get asked a lot, what are my favorite recipes to use the CrispLid for? So I use the CrispLid from everything to cooking steak, cooking chicken, to grilling a cheese sandwich. Not even kidding. I love to grill sandwiches in the CrispLid because it makes them perfect. I can set it. I know the temperature. I know the time. I put it in. I can walk away. I can start a load of wash. I can pick up the kitchen or pick up the living room. And when it beeps, it's done. And my sandwich is like perfectly melty with that cheese pull. It's like fabulous. So literally anything can be done with the CrispLid. We love it. We do French fries, tater tots, baked potatoes. We'll crisp up a baked potato in it. We do so much stuff. I thought it would be an appliance that I would put away, like we'd use it and then I would put it in the cupboard sometimes. It has a permanent place on the counter, along with my MultiPots, because I use them. Those are what I go to. That's what I like. And so that's where they sit. It's kind of crazy, but it's the truth. If you ever come into my kitchen, one of these days I'm going to have to kind of pan and give you guys a pan of my kitchen so you can really see what's out on the counter because it's what I use. And I try to share those things with you guys that I've really tested and tried and I'm familiar with so that you guys can find something that you'll love too. So it is like fabulous. Okay, there's way too many comments. Oh my gosh, you guys have got some great ideas. Chicken tenders, any fish recipes. Corn on the cob, yes. Chicken breasts. Chicken breasts actually are on my website right now to do chicken breasts in the air fryer. They're already on my site. So, onion rings, coconut shrimp. Oh, I love coconut shrimp. Like, it makes my mouth water. I love coconut shrimp, but I can't have them. Kind of crazy. All right, I'm going to go top down. I want you guys to see the steak bites. So this is hot. We're going to move this out of the way. We're going to pull this over so you guys can kind of see what's going on. And basically what I'm going to do, some of them on the edges are starting to like crisp up, I guess is the best word. And we're just going to turn these over the best that we can. Sometimes I just get a little lazy and I just go like this. And then I will open it back up. Oh, hey, Bill, will you get me a knife, a sharp knife, and a little white plate? Let's take that one. All right, we're going to do it for another 4 minutes on the other side. I pulled one steak bite out. I'm going to cut it in half because I want you guys to see how much is cooked on it so you guys get an idea for how quickly they cook. Now this is really rare still. Let's see if I have a spoon, a fork out here. No, I don't. Okay. So, some of you will like this. Depends on how you like your meat, honestly. I'm going to go, oh, we are close up. There we go. So we still have a lot of pink going on inside in there. They're still really soft. This is a really tender cut. Another 4 minutes will get it just how we like it. So like I said, if you want a more rare steak bite, you could do 2 or 3 minutes per side and test that out as well. I do find that the steak bites cook a lot faster than if I was cooking the whole steak. So something to keep aware of that way. And we'll let these cook. When they're done, we're going to plate some things up. So we're going to let this stay open for another, let's say 4 more minutes. And then Bill will need some time to get this all thrown into a random selection tool so he can start selecting the winner. We're only giving away one today, but I'm excited for somebody. This is a fabulous gift, and it's fun. So remember to put a comment of what air fryer recipe you want to see on my website. You need to be 18 years or older. You need to follow Devour Dinner's Facebook page. That's more than just liking. You need to go to the Devour Dinner Facebook page and hit like. And that's under the big main picture on the left. There's a like button, and that likes and follows so you get my notifications as well. For those of you that are interested, you can also follow my website. I do put out a weekly newsletter. In my newsletter, I always put the recipes of the week that I've made, updates on what's going on, any of my giveaways and stuff as well. And I'd love to have you on my newsletter following list as well. Okay. Oh, it jumped. Where did it go? Okay, Kathy says this. This is a great question, Kathy. Would you let the steak rest after cooking? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's always wise with steak and chicken just to let it sit for even 5 minutes before you dive into it and cut it open. It allows those juices inside to kind of stay and hold inside. And so I would. Steak bites, I tend to also pop in my mouth too pretty quickly because I'm not cutting anything anymore. And so I can just quickly pop one in my mouth. So that kind of happens too, but don't tell. But I definitely would do that. All right, I see things like chicken wings. Now chicken wings, I love to cook my chicken wings in the MultiPot. And when they're done cooking, I put them under the CrispLid and crisp it up. Best of both worlds, right? Oh, here's a good question I get a lot. This CrispLid will fit on any brand 6 or 8 quart pressure cooker. So it works with a wide variety of models, brands. Of course, it works on the Mealthy pressure, the MultiPots, which this is the 2.0. The 2.0 pressure cooker is the new one that came out that has the quick release set into the functions. So when you set your time, you tell the functions, is this a quick release or a natural release? And it will quickly release the pressure as it's told, all on its own, so you don't have to move the little knob or anything, which is kind of cool. Tammy's asking for rolled tacos. Pearl, Pearl, I love it. Pearl says, love the newsletter, such great recipes. Pearl, thank you so much for that comment. I try not to spam people with my newsletter, but just they're really short, but it just has kind of a bulleted list of the recipes of the week with links to them, because so much goes on my website. Sometimes you miss out, and I don't want anyone to miss out. So that's kind of fun. Gail, thanks for dropping that link. I so appreciate it. Sweet potato fries. Oh my gosh, I love sweet potato fries. I love them. I have a super cute story about sweet potato fries, you guys. It's like so tender. Okay, Diane is commented. She says, congrats, Grandpa. So excited for you both. Grandkids are amazing. Have you guys seen my little peanut back here? If you're new, if you're first time on, I announced 2 weeks ago I'm going to be a Grammy. Super excited about that. We do know this little peanut is supposed to be a girl. So we're even more excited. You guys know I'm a mom of 3 boys. I've always been outnumbered, and between having a cute daughter-in-law now and a new granddaughter coming the end of the summer, we're like balancing things out. It's pretty cool. All right, you guys, one last push, and I'm closing the giveaway so that Bill can do his magic and get everything put into place on that. Fried green beans. Oh, that sounds so good, Tammy. That sounds way good. Oh, Heather's asking a great question. Heather says, when the 4 minutes is up, does it turn off? So she's asking, with the CrispLid, when you set the time, does it automatically turn off? And the answer is yes, it does. That's why you're setting it on the top. It has a button on the top for, I don't know if it'll be close enough. Let's see. Yeah, kind of. It kind of looks funky on video, but it has the temperature, so I can change the temperature and then use the plus and minus keys to adjust the temperature. And then this little icon that's a clock, you can press that and do the same plus and minus to adjust the time. And then you just press the start button, which is right here. The square box is a stop button, but it'll also stop if you just lift the handle because it has the safety mechanism. So if I was to start this again and you see the glowing of the ring, I could then lift the lid or lift the handle and it automatically turns off. That's part of the safety on that. So that's kind of fun. All right, how many minutes do we have over here? 8 minutes. We're going to let this go here in just a minute. Get this away from the computer, move the computer out of sight. Pork chops are another good one, Linda. I like pork chops. That's an excellent one. Barbara Burns says yes to the fried green beans. She's loving that idea. Julie says thank you so much for the close-up. Candied bacon. Oh, Jamie Law says candied bacon. Doesn't that sound excellent? Pigs in a blanket, fried pickles. Lots of congratulations to whoever the winner is. Okay, Teresa says, this is a great shout out. Thank you, Teresa. She says, your newsletter is so nicely set up. It makes it easy to go back to and find them and scan the recipes to see what you want to make. Thank you so much. I try to keep my newsletters short, like I said. I try to bullet out where the recipes are so you can find them. Like, we all hate emails that go on and on and on, and you can't find anything, right? None of that. These emails are just to help you. It's to really answer the question, what's for dinner? So you guys can go find some recipes quick and fast and easy of what my new stuff is. That's what the purpose is. So thank you. Lynn says she's watching from Chapel Hill. Welcome, Lynn. Okay. We are well underway. Let's start opening some things up. Now, you guys know to open the pressure cooker, we're just going to take the knob and we're going to open it up. And the pressure is going to jump to the ceiling. There's not a lot of steam left because we've had partially a natural release, which allows that pressure to slowly release on its own. So you can see it's not letting off a whole lot of steam. You can't hardly even see it anymore. That lets us know that most of the pressure is already gone. And then the pin dropped. You guys saw that. I'm going to put this in the middle here. We're going to open this up. And there is our beautiful rice inside. Let's go big screen for you guys for just a minute. And I'm just going to fluff that with a spoon. Oh yeah, that's excellent. That is excellent. All right, should we plate some stuff up? I think we should. Let's get some of this stuff out of the way. You guys remember the trick? There's so many who are new each week. I love to give you all these little simple tricks. So really fast, this little square piece on the handle of your lid fits right in the handles here on your MultiPot, your Instapot, whatever, and it holds your lid. It allows the condensation from the inside to drip down and go to your reserve cup in the back. So it's super handy, super nice. You don't see me do it often because I'm cooking and moving and it's just in the way for me, but I like to share that tip. So let's move this off. Let's move this over here. And let's get some plates. You guys like my purple table or placemat? I feel like it shows up really well. It helps give contrast, which is why I use it a lot. And let's... So these plates I'm using today are from one of my favorite stores, IKEA. I don't think they sell them anymore though. So put some rice on. We'll move this out of the way. Now I already have my boys off in the wings. They know when food starts to show up and is done, they like to get close, so they get dibs on it. There we go. Put that back up here. All right, and there's our meal. Steak bites that have been cooked with the CrispLid, and it is a mushroom rice kind of pilaf done with beef broth. You could, of course, always use chicken broth on that. It's delicious. It is so good. Let me get another piece of this steak, and I'm going to show you. I want a bigger piece. I don't have a fork over here. So this is more on the medium to well. Actually, it's probably more well right now. But let's show it to you. So over here is the ones that I took out after 4 minutes. These are the ones that just came out that have been sitting for at least 5 minutes on those steak bites. So this is more of a well right now. I'm telling you, it's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. We just love it. All right, you guys, what questions? Bill is still working on those lists for me. He always puts together a few in case people aren't here that I have another name to go to. So he is working on that. All right, where's Carl? Because everyone's saying, welcome, Carl. Way to go, Carl. Where's Carl? What's his question? Oh, Carl says, I might be the only man on here. I like to cook. Carl, actually, Tim is on here. Tim follows me every Sunday. He's usually the first one to make a comment. There's a couple of guys on here, believe it or not. And I love it. You're always welcome. Anybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome to my group. Okay, Gail is saying that a box will pop up. So I'm going to stab and guess what she's saying here. People are asking, how do we join the newsletter? If you go to my homepage on devourdinner.com, you can scroll down clear to the bottom of the page, and there's a place right there. Or if you sit on my page for about 60 seconds, a pop-up will happen. The pop-up also is a place to join the newsletter. It both goes to the same place. It's just how you find it. I try not to have pop-ups jumping in too often, which is why I wait for that minute mark, so that it's not bothersome. And you can, there's a little X that you can close out of it as well, so you can get it out of the way. Teresa says, too bad we don't have smell-o-vision. Teresa says, looks good. Phyllis says, you're making me hungry. Tana says, looks yummy. Terry says, I've never done rice, but I can't wait to try your recipe. So Terry, rice you can absolutely cook in your pressure cooker. It's wonderful. I also like to cook rice in my rice steamer. Personal preference, honestly. But it works. I like to do sometimes a one-pot meal where I'll cook something down below, or I'll cook either rice down below and then something up top on a trivet, or vice versa. One of my recipes is for my teriyaki sauce, but I cook rice at the same time using the pot-in-pot method, and I cook the teriyaki sauce on the bottom. So when you open it up, you have a nice Japanese rice bowl with teriyaki, and it cooks all at once, and it's phenomenal. So we like that as well. All right, you guys, hold strong. You guys, people are fizzling out. It just gives you better odds in winning. That list should be coming to me pretty quick. I might be getting a nod. Yep, I'm getting a nod. It's going to be pretty quick. You guys are awesome. If you haven't liked this video, please, please give it a thumbs up. Give it a heart. To all of you who share this live week after week, thank you. Bless you. It's so awesome to see how many times it gets shared. For those of you who have given stars this week, thank you so much. Next week, I'll give a shout out to all of you who've given stars. If you're not sure what that is, in that bottom bar where you put your comments, there's a star. You can choose stars and you can send stars. That money that you send goes to ingredients to do these lives, into recipe testing, and it's so helpful. It is so helpful. So thank you to my stars from last week, which were Corey Withers, Peggy Diaz, Sonia Kushler, and Lynn Demings. You guys are awesome. Thank you, thank you. Also, one more quick shout out. Gail, you want to drop your link to your virtual Pampered Chef party? You guys, Gail, I'm highlighting this week as a small business. Let's get our economy going. Pampered Chef has some great products for Mother's Day. So hop on over there, show that page some love. Order something for somebody you love. They'll be so grateful and so happy, and it'll be awesome. And then, of course, if you guys want to order your own Mealthy CrispLid or their MultiPot 2.0 or their regular MultiPot, you can use code Devour Dinner, that's one word, all caps, to get $10 off at checkout. Seriously, phenomenal, right? It's awesome, like just awesome. Okay, I think it's coming. I think it's coming. Hold on. All right. Are we ready? Okay, I'm kind of excited. The winner for the Mealthy MultiPot, or not the Mealthy MultiPot, sorry, the Mealthy CrispLid, right? The winner, Tammy Wright. Tammy, if you're watching, I need you to chime in the comments to let me know you're here. I'm going to scroll down so I can see. And we're going to give Tammy just a minute or two because there is that delay that happens. We're going to watch for Tammy. If Tammy pieced out, we'll choose someone. Ah, there she is. That's me, she says. All right, Tammy. I will be checking to make sure that you are following Devour Dinner. And I need you to PM me, direct message me, your address along with your email address so that I can verify that you do live in the continental United States. And I'll be in touch with you through direct messages. So congratulations to Tammy. Congratulations for being here and you guys taking part. I love doing these live giveaways where I can give them away live because you're here and you get excited and you get to see who wins. And then we get to see all these congratulations because you guys are so kind to one another. Like, it's so awesome how kind you are. And I love that. All right. While we have these last congrats, you guys have any last minute questions you want to throw my way? I'm going to look real quick. I'm going to wait. I want to make sure we answer all those last little bit questions, so I'm going to watch. With everything else, you guys, it has been a long stay-in-place order where we're all safe at home, and I know it's hard. I know it's hard for families and for kids and for so many of you who might be out of work as well. Just know you're in my thoughts, you're in my prayers, and I wish I could give you a big warm hug and let you know you're doing awesome. Stay strong. change up your routine, go out for walks, get some sunshine and some fresh air. And above all, remember to be kind to one another. Kindness goes a long ways. Simple messages, simple notes, text messages are just phenomenal. Saying thank you to checkers at the grocery store. These people are working so long and hard, and they're on the front lines, exposed to it. So many of them have gotten sick as well. So make sure that we're being kind and giving love to those that we can, and being appreciative to everyone out there. But most importantly, be kind to yourselves, you guys. We're our hardest critics sometimes, and we need to recognize that we're doing a good job, and we're doing pretty darn good under all these circumstances that have been thrown at us so quickly and so abruptly. And I know you guys are doing an awesome job, and I cheer for you, and I'm excited for you, and I love when I hear your stories about what you're accomplishing in your homes, and it's phenomenal. Okay, one quick question. Someone says, cleaning the CrispLid. All right, Teresa, to clean the CrispLid, I love it. It's probably still too hot for me to really touch. Yeah, it's a little too hot. So this top part is glass right here, which means it's glass on the underside. And it has this fan. So you see the fan? And the fan will get things that splatter up on it. So I take a scrubby brush, like a sponge, and just with warm, hot water, and get it off. I never put water in the mechanism. So I'll take a sponge, I'll get it damp and wet, wring it out, and then I'll scrub, and then I'll wipe it clean. And then in the glass in here, I'll take my same scrubby brush with just a little bit of dish soap, and I'll go inside of here and clean it out, and then I'll use a paper towel and clean it out and dry it out. And then I just wipe with a damp cloth the outside all around, and that's what I do to keep it clean. So it's super easy. Of course, things like your tongs can go in your dishwasher. The basket will get things stuck on it, which is why I sprayed it with a Pam spray, but it still will get things stuck on it depending upon what you're cooking. I find sometimes I just soak it, and then I do a scrub and I throw it in the dishwasher. The dishwasher, hands down, Bill, wouldn't you say, does the best job in cleaning the basket? He's nodding his head. You can only do so much because the basket is kind of like it's like a little fine grate. So it's hard to use a sponge on because it tears your sponge up. Or we'll use like a scrubby brush with bristles to kind of clean it. And then the tall trivet, we just clean off and throw in the dishwasher as well. It's super easy. Like, it's not a big deal at all. And we love it. Like, seriously, we love it. That was a great question. Someone says, let's see, Kay says, I'll be making your sweet and sour chicken again tomorrow. Love it. Oh my gosh, that sweet and sour chicken is so good. Trelva says, thanks for so many wonderful recipes. Next week is Mother's Day. I will be live Mother's Day. Of course I will be. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Surprise. Usually I announce in my newsletter what I'm doing. That's kind of the trick to get you to sign up for my newsletter. When I do giveaways, I tend to announce the day before because I'm plugging some different things. So we'll let you know when that decision has been made for next week, but it'll be another fabulous recipe. Don't you worry. We'll be in pressure cooking mode. Dee says, how does the CrispLid do the broil and dehydrate function? Oh, okay. So the newer CrispLid has a dehydrate function. So what it is, I don't even know if you guys will be able to see it. If you go to temperature and you take it down, the dehydrate is these low temperatures, which is like 125 degrees, 125, 135, 145 degrees. And then you can set your time for the long length of time. I haven't played with it a whole lot to dehydrate in here. We have a smoker, so we will do like beef jerky and stuff out on a smoker. And so I haven't played with it a ton, but it's just the settings right here on top that you lower that temperature. So it gets way low, and that's how you're dehydrating in the basket. So you could do like apple rings or banana chips or your fruit slices that you want to do. You can do jerky. I have not played with it a whole bunch, but that's how it works. Casey's asking too. What will you be cooking for Mother's Day? Casey, I'm not quite sure. At this point, it'll be something good. I'll do something fun next week just to liven it up It'll be great. Don't you guys worry. Okay, Harriet said, does this CrispLid work on the Instapot? The answer is yes. It works on all models that are 6 or 8 quart. So if you have an Instapot, it will work on it. If you have one of the other brand names, it will work on it if it is a 6 or 8 quart and you need to have the stainless steel liner. That's the trick. The reason it works for both is because this little lip right here has like a step to it. So if it's the 6 quart model, it'll sit down on the lower lip. If it's the 8 quart model, it sits up on the higher lip. I know that's hard to see. But you see how there's like lips? That's how it fits. The 6 quart, it'll sit right here, and the 8 quart, it'll sit right here since it's a little bigger. And that's how that works. As you can see, the lids, they're not very big. They're really light. And that's what I love. I don't have a big air fryer because I don't have space for it. I love this because it's small, it's convenient, it's easy to use, it's easy to clean up. And that's why I love it. So if you didn't win today and you want one, please go to the Mealthy website. We can drop that link again. Where's that link? There it is. I'm going to put it over here in the comments one last time. Use code Devour Dinner, all caps, one word, as a promotional code at checkout for $10 off your order. It's awesome. And it can be used multiple times. So if you want both the MultiPot 2.0 and the CrispLid, just do 2 checkouts. And you can get $10 off the MultiPot and $10 off the CrispLid. Kind of cool, right? All right, you guys. Thank you to all of you who hung on these last few minutes where I'm just chatting. I will go back through and answer questions. I'm going to write down all of your ideas for air frying recipes and try to pick one that was most popular that came out today and work on that and get that up in the next couple of weeks as well. But I just want you guys to know how much I love and appreciate you. You're my tribe. You're my people. You bring smiles to my Sundays. I look forward to this. Thank you so much for taking this time out of your day away from your families to spend with me. I appreciate it more than you guys will ever know. So thank you. Remember, you guys, be kind to yourselves and everyone else. Have a fantastic week. Stay safe. And we will see you next week on Mother's Day. Bye, everybody. See ya.